Okay, good morning, guys. So, how's everybody? I hope all of you are doing well. Okay, so I see that we are at 96 right now. I'm assuming that the other 100 plus people will be joining us soon. Give me a minute. Good morning, everybody. Okay, let's see who all has joined us. Okay, Sanjay Jai, Chetan, Manisha, Satish, Vaishnavi, Krishna, Anusha, Bhumika, Rafael, Naren, Monisha, Sampada, Sakshi, Krithi, Basura, Sarwan, okay, Rohit, Meghna, Chetra, Ashwin, Monisha. Okay, my voice is breaking, but one second, just to take care of this. I think I might.
Voice should be fine. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I hope now the voice is fine. Yeah. Okay. Actually, my Bluetooth speakers were connected, so I hope. Okay. Yeah, that's great to see. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I hope that all of you are ready. So as I discussed yesterday, so today we'll be starting the class off with a small game. Okay. And then we'll start with the next chapter. Okay. So what is it about, right? So some of you might have an idea if you have a younger sibling who's studying with us, because we have been doing this for 8th, 9th and 10th standard students. So if you have a younger sibling, you might have a slight idea. For the other people who do not have an idea what it is, okay. So obviously it's not a straight up game like PUBG or stuff like that. Okay. So so basically it's a you can think of it as KBC. Okay, you can think of it as Kaun Banega Crorepati. The only difference is that the questions will be related to your subject. Okay, the questions will be related to your subject. Okay. Now, not only you will get points for getting the correct answer. The person who gives the faster answer will get more points. That is how it is. So not only you get marks for accuracy, you also get marks for speed. Okay, so if let's say a question is for 1,000 points, okay, a question is for 1,000 points, let's say, and two people would the correct answer, right? So both of them will get 1,000. But the person who gave the answer faster, he will get slightly more points than the one who gave it slightly slower. Okay. So today, so today what we're going to do? Today we are going to have a 10 question short game on the first chapter jiska kal tumhara test hai, that is reproduction in organisms, right? So I prepared a short 10 question quiz for it. Okay, each question carries 1,000 points, but if you give so the person who gives the fastest answer will get more points. Okay, Chetan, uska chinta mat karo. First I want you guys to have an idea. Okay, what is it about? Okay, so is this clear? Karna kya hai beta? Is this clear what you guys have to do? Okay, okay. So now what I want you guys to do is so those of you who are on the website, you guys can go to kahoot.it. Those of you who are on your phone, I told you to download the app. So open up your app. Okay, there's no need to log out of the meeting. Okay, you did not skip the meeting. You can keep the meeting running in the background. Okay, okay. So let me just share my screen, and I think then we start. One second. Beta, so the app name is Kahoot. Okay. Yes, now you're supposed to open the app. Okay, so can all of you beta see the screen? Just give me a yes or no. Can all of you see the screen? Can all of you see my laptop screen beta? Is my laptop screen visible to all of you? Got it. Okay. Okay. So today my laptop screen is visible to all of you, right? So today what we're going to do, we are going to start your game on reproduction in organisms. Okay. Okay. So now what I want you guys to do is, again, one second, let me just go through your chat. A lot of your, okay, beta raha beta. Okay, Pranav, the website is kahoot.it. Okay, do not worry. Okay, so you can either go to kahoot.it or you can go to the Kahoot app and your game pin. Okay, your game pin is this 3876619. That is what your game pin is. 3876619. Okay, go to the website or to the app and put this pin. Please join with your original name. If I see any garbage name like Rider69 and all that stuff, I will kick you out. Okay, so make sure you go to the app. Okay, and just enter the game pin. There's no need to log in and all. Just enter the game pin and enter with your original name. I do not want random names. Okay, this is not PUBG. I will not accept Last Rider 69 and all that stuff. I want original name. If I do not see your original name, I will kick you out of the game. Okay, so I'll just make sure that everybody is joining with the original name. Okay, let me see. Okay, so the pin is as you can see on the screen 3876619. 3876619. So far 38 people have joined. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think you guys will have fun here because junior kids, they have a lot of fun with this. Okay, we are at 70 people now. Okay, so all the questions are based on your chapter जिसका कल test है. ठीक है, wait Pranav, I'm waiting for other people to join, man. I'll start soon. Okay, because I think there are 171 people with us, only 85 have joined. Just waiting for other people to join. I'll start in maybe 1 minute. Okay, I will give you guys 60 more seconds. Sakshi, when you'll open the app, beta, वहां नीचे ही option आएगा pin, enter the game pin, right? Okay, so shall I start then? Okay, 30 more seconds here, then I'll start the game. 30 more seconds and I'll start the game. Okay, Sakshi, just open the app. At the bottom you will see enter game pin. Okay, enter the pin 3876619. Okay, so yeah, Sakshi has joined now. Okay, anybody else who would like to join? Start kare phir? Chal yaar. Okay, I'll start in 20 seconds, man. I'll start in 20 seconds. I cannot wait for everybody. Okay, once I'll start, you can still join, but obviously you will miss out on questions, man. Okay, so in most of the questions there is a time limit. Okay, whoever this Fuzi Wallaby is, I'm kicking you out, man. Okay, so unfortunately Fuzi Wallaby, you're out. Okay, I told you I do not want random ass names. Okay, you enter with your original name or I'll kick you out. Okay, let me just see. Is there anybody else who has joined with the random ass name? Because if I see anybody, I will kick you out of the game. Okay, so it seems like we are all sorted now. Yeah. Okay, there is Diplomat GNU. You are also out, beta. Okay. और कोई है क्या? ये code names वाले. I'll just put you out of the class. Okay. So at the end of the quiz, they will tell you. Okay, Snowy Finch, you are also out, beta. Sorry about that. Okay, now let's start the game. Okay, so at the end, it will tell you who are the top 5 people. Zani Crab, you are also out, beta. Okay, chalo. Now I'm locking the entry to the game. Okay, so I'll lock the entry to the game now. Rathe, just go to the app, beta. Veerbhadra, beta, Veer type kar do yaar. Diplomat Buffalo, you're okay now. Okay, so now I'm locking the game. Now nobody else can join. Okay, got it. So now let's start the game. Okay, make sure that you read the question carefully and then answer. There are marks for both accuracy as well as speed. The first question is the approximate lifespan of a parrot is what? What is the, you will get options, beta. You will get options. Okay, you will get options. 60 years, 10 years, 80 years, 140 years. What is the approximate lifespan of a parrot? What is the approximate lifespan of a parrot? 60 years, 10 years, 80 years, 140 years. Okay, 68 people have voted so far. Okay, no need to tell me in the chat, beta. Yahan pe bata do. You will get only points if you mark it there. Otherwise, you will not get points. Okay, do not tell me. Okay, do not tell me in the chat. Okay, so the correct answer is D, which 45 of you selected. The correct answer is D, which 45 of you selected. Okay, Veerbhadra, ab login nahi hoga beta because now I've started the quiz. Okay, so let's see at the end of the first question who is at top. So right now Sanchi is at top and she has 912 points, and then Naren is at second, and then Ashwin third, Abhishek fourth, and Sakshi fifth. Okay, the next one is on your screen, beta. Vegetative propagules of agave is. What is the vegetative propagule of agave? Yes, Pranav, the maximum is 1000. You will get 1000 if you, as soon as the question comes, you put the correct answer. Tuber, bulbil, rhizome, runner. Which one of them is the, okay, Prakriti, the question is visible at the top, beta. Vegetative propagule of agave is what? No, Virabhadra, now you cannot play the game, beta. Okay, because now the quiz has started. You have to join in the when I start the quiz. Okay, so the correct answer is B with 79 of you selected. Okay, now let's see. Now let's see who is at the top. Okay, so now Ashwin is at the top and Pritish has entered top 5. Sanchi has now slipped to second. Okay, okay. Chalo, let's move to the next one now. Which information is false about the organism shown in the diagram? So there's a diagram. You have to tell which information is wrong. Which information is wrong? Okay. Read the question carefully. I've given you 60 seconds. Aram se karo, isme 60 seconds hai. Okay. Which information is false about the organism shown in the diagram? Okay, so just remember that you need not put, so whenever you are joining the game, need not pull your full name. Yeah. If your name is Veerbhadra, Veer dal do, I'll understand that. I just don't want garbage names like 69, 46, 23 and all that stuff. Okay, 20 seconds and the question will end, beta. 20 seconds and the question will end. Okay, there are 90 people who have responded. I think we are at 130 people who have taken part in this quiz. Okay, which information is wrong? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so 5 seconds and then the quiz will go. Okay. Okay, so now the correct answer is A, which 43 of you selected, right? That they reproduce by basidospores. That is wrong. That was Conidia, right? Okay, so let's see who is now there. So now let's see. Okay, now Pritish has jumped to the top and Ashwin is now at the second. Hari Prakash has now entered the 5th slot. Okay, and there's a gap of less than 30 points. Okay, it's of exact 30 points between Ashwin and Pritish. Okay, and let's see at the next quiz. Is there any change? Myocyte of which organism contains maximum number of chromosomes? Textbook question है. मैंने class में भी दिखाया था. There's a table given in your textbook also. Myocyte of which organism contains maximum number of chromosomes? Okay, I showed you guys in the class also table. Okay, and the table is given in your textbook also. So myocyte of which organism contains maximum number of chromosomes? Okay. 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 Okay, 90 people have voted so far. Okay, then there is like 16 seconds left. You can get your votes in. Okay. Okay, 5 seconds and then the poll will go better. Okay, so let's see. The correct answer is what? The correct answer is C, which 50 of you selected, right? If you remember that the myocyte of this contains 1200 plus chromosomes. Okay, so now Pritish is still at the top and the gap between Pritish and Ashwin is of 26 points. Then Abhishek is close by. Now Hari Prakash has slipped out and Baswaraj has moved into top 5. Okay, okay. And there is less than 200 points separating the top 5. Let's see. Okay, chalo. What is the number of non-primate mammals in this series? Cow, sheep, rat, deer, dog, tiger, monkey, human, and ape. Number of non-primates. Number of non-primates, beta. Okay, I need how many of them are non-primates. How many of them are non-primates? Okay, I talked about primates and non-primates when I was talking about estrous cycle and menstrual cycle, right? So how many of them are non-primates? You have just under 35 seconds to get your answers in. Okay. Okay. Okay, 20 seconds and then the question will vanish, beta. Get your answers in. Okay, let's see. Chalo, 5 seconds and then the answer will vanish, beta. Okay, so everybody has voted. Okay, so now 55 people got the correct answer. That is 6. Now let's see, is there any change? Okay, now Pranav is in the top 5 and so is Prasiddhi. And the gap between Pritish and Ashwin is now of 90 points. Okay, and Sakshi is close by. Now Pranav P. Shiv Kumar, of all the people who was not even applying for NEET, is now in the top 5. Chalo, let's see. Let's get the next one. In which of the following will you see stolons? In which of the following will you see stolons? Lawn grass, water hyacinth, strawberry, potato. Okay, you have 30 seconds for this one. Which of the following you will see stolons? Lawn grass, water hyacinth, strawberry, and potato. Okay. Okay. Jaldi se vote kar do beta. You have 9 seconds now. Which of the following you will see stolons? मैंने stolons का example दिया था, runners का भी example दिया था, सबका example दिया था, offsets का भी example दिया था. So you guys should draw. Okay, 34 of you selected the correct option, that is strawberry. Now let's see if there is any change. Okay, now Aditi is in the top 5. Okay, and Prasiddhi is there, and now Pritish has consolidated his lead. Now his lead is of 100 points. But again, 100 points is nothing. Okay, all Pritish need to do is answer a question 2 seconds late, and Ashwin will catch up to it. Let's see. Okay, which of the following is known as walking fern? Which of the following is known as walking fern? Okay, ये भी मैं class में बताया था, right? Why are they known as walking fern? I told that also. Okay, so let's see. Bryophyllum, Adiantum, Cordatum. Okay, Oxalis and Potamogetum. Okay, there are 10 seconds left, beta. 10 seconds, and then the poll will vanish. Let's see. The following is known as walking fern. Okay, and done. Okay, so the correct answer is your option B, which 59 of you selected. Now let's see, is there any change? Okay, Aditi and Prasiddhi are moving up now, and the gap between Pritish and Ashwin is of now 200, almost 150 points. Okay, seems like Pritish's finger are moving way too fast. Okay, chalo. Let's see now. Let's move to the next one. Question number 8. In ginger, vegetative propagation occurs through a simple question. So it's all about how fast can anyone answer. How does vegetative propagation in ginger occur? 30 seconds, a simple question. This is all about how fast can you guys answer. Kitni baar bataya tha class mein? In ginger, vegetative propagation occurs through offsets, bulbils, runner, rhizome. Okay, you have less than 10 seconds now. Let's see, let's see. Okay, check in. And time is up, and the correct answer is what? D, which 79 of you selected. Now let's see how is it changed. Okay, now Kirti has moved into top 5, and Prasiddhi and Aditi are still there, and Ashwin is also there, and the gap between Ashwin and Pritish has closed down slightly. Now it's of 126 points. Let's see whether Ashwin is able to catch Pritish or not. He has 2 questions to go. This is the falling flowers only once in its lifetime. Okay, again, very simple. Yeah, sabko aana chahiye tha. Class mein hi bataya tha. I thought of giving the scientific names, but मैंने सोचा छोड़ो यार, थोड़ा easy रखते हैं. First time है. I do not want you guys to be depressed, so I gave a slightly easier one. Next time you guys can expect a lot of scientific names. So bamboo species, jackfruit, papaya, mango. Which one are they falling flower only once in their lifetime? The correct answer is bamboo species. बताया था, right? And let's see, no change in the top 5. And the gap between Ashwin and Pritish is now 74 points. Last question, can Ashwin catch up to Pritish or not? Let's see. Okay, actually Prasiddhi is also close by. She just needs like 200 odd points. Again, manageable. Okay, let's see. Okay, so last, which of the following is developed by parthenogenesis? यहाँ पे सबका थोड़ा tight होगा. Let's see. Drones, queen bee, worker bee, both B and C. Which of the following is developed by parthenogenesis? Okay, chalo, let's see beta. This question is a good one. This question is a good one because I don't think I mentioned this specifically in my class. I just mentioned it on the passing because somebody brought it up as a doubt. Then I mentioned, but I don't think I mentioned it specifically. Let's see. 5 seconds beta. I will be interested to see how many of you get this correct. The correct answer is A, which only 13 of you got correct. Now there's a chance for Prasiddhi or Ashwin to become top if they answer the correct one. Let's see. Let's see who is in the top 3. So third position is Ashwin. Oh my God, Ashwin has slipped down from second. Pritish is second. and the first is Prasiddhi. Oh my God, Prasiddhi was third for all the time. And Nisarga and Aditi are 4th and 5th. Pritish for always lead screwed up with the last question. So Prasiddhi won it by less, okay, by actually a significant margin, by 1000+ points. Okay, so I hope that all of you enjoyed. That was your quiz. Okay, so first is Prasiddhi, second is Pritish, third is Ashwin, fourth was I forgot your name, fifth is Aditya, I think, right? And with that we end the quiz. Okay, take care. Okay, I hope that you guys liked it. Just give me a yes or no if you thought that was fun. Okay. Okay, so that was really great. Okay, so congratulations, Prasiddhi. Okay, that was okay. It's okay, Pritish. It's okay. Okay, just remember that. Okay, drones. Okay, drones are the one that are produced by parthenogenesis. Okay, so this is something I mentioned in passing in the class because someone brought up this doubt, right? So the worker and the queen bee, they are a result of fertilization, and when the queen bee dies, one of the worker bee takes over, but the drones are sterile. Okay, okay, okay. So congratulations, Prasiddhi. Good effort, Pritish and Ashwin. Okay, so I hope that next week when we'll have this, okay, I'll see a new person coming out on top. Chalo. Okay, that was good fun. Yeah, it was great to see you guys taking part in it. You said, okay. Okay, Veerbhadra, just put your short name, man. Okay, nickname ka matlab kya? You cannot put those 69 letters and all that, rider and all that stuff, right? You can just go with Veer, yeah. I don't have issues with that. Okay, chalo. I hope you guys liked it. Now let's start with the class, yeah. We have spent like 20 minutes on that, man. Okay, chalo. Start kare for class. Let's see. Okay, so next week I'll have one. Next week probably I'll have one. Your plant reproduction, okay, and I will not include the full chapter. I will only include half of the chapter because the test for the plant reproduction will happen next Sunday. Okay, we'll see. We'll have one or two every week. Yeah, we'll have one or two every week. It takes time to prepare, man. Depending on if I have more time, I'll prepare more. If I have less time, then I'll prepare less. Okay, sure. Let me just share my iPad now so that we can start with the class. Okay. 1 second, guys. Okay, check it. So my laptop is connected. Now let's get back to academics. Okay. Do not worry, we'll have more of these. Okay. I wanted to start this sooner, but I did not want to distract you from my classes. But now, since my classes are coming to an end, I thought that maybe I should engage in certain activities like this. Okay. So Rhea, next quiz will be based on your next chapter, but only half of the chapter. Okay. Okay. It's okay, Sushma. Maybe there is some technical error. Obviously, since we are taking the use of technology, not everything will go smoothly. But let's see. Okay. Chalo, start kare fir. Let's start the lecture now. Okay, chalo. I hope that it seems like you guys enjoyed it a lot. Okay. Nivedita, yes, beta, but ab kya kare? Obviously in NEET you do not get marks for how quickly you answer. You get marks for accuracy. But I just wanted to see how many of you can really, match accuracy as well as speed. Chalo, no issues here. I think those of you who were on your app, you would see your ranks also, right? You guys can see your ranks also. Okay. Chalo. So let's start with the chapter reproductive health. Okay, let's start with the chapter reproductive health. Okay, so now what are we going to talk about in this chapter? Okay, so in this chapter, what we are going to do is, in this chapter, we are going to talk about, how, what are the different aspects of reproduction when it comes to a personal level, when it comes to, society level. Okay, when it comes to, in general, when you're talking about your family, when you're talking about marriage, when you're talking about with the children, how does reproduction affect all of them, right? And what are the correct ways of tackling all the problems that come along with that, right? So that is basically the gist of this chapter. Okay. So in today's lecture, for the most part, it's very theoretical in nature because the first half of the chapter is important more from the board's perspective and less from the NEET perspective. Okay. Very few questions are asked from the initial parts. Puche jate hain, but few. Okay, more NEET questions are asked from this second part of the chapter, which I'll be starting on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever the class happens. Okay. Okay. So Rate, the app is Kahoot beta. The app is Kahoot, K-A-H-O-O-T. If you do not have, if you are on your desktop, then you can go to kahoot.it. Okay. Okay. So today's lecture is going to be more theoretical in nature. You will see big definitions. You will see big sentences, because that is what questions are asked, right? Questions will be asked, what are the problems for reproductive health? What are the strategies that the government has implemented for reproductive health? And that is what we'll be talking about. And at the end of the class, I'll show you guys a video. At the end of the class, I'll show you guys a video, right? It's an advertisement that the government of India, that was very famous when I was a kid, right? And the government of India used to release to promote sustainable family. Chota Parivar, Sukhi Parivar. Right? Okay, so start kare phir. Okay. So let's start with the definition of reproductive health itself. What exactly is reproductive health? Okay. So in layman terms, if you have to say, you can say that reproductive health refers to healthy reproductive organs with normal function, right? If you have healthy reproductive organs, that is your reproductive system is completely fine and can carry out its normal function, then you can say that you have good reproductive health. But the definition of WHO is slightly different. Okay. What does WHO, the World Health Organization, says? WHO says that reproductive health means a total well-being in all aspects of reproduction. That is physical, that is in your body, is every organ, is every part of the reproductive system working correctly. Emotional, right? Are you comfortable with your own body? Are you comfortable with your own reproductive organs? Behavioral, right? Are you behaving in a manner which is not making other people feel uncomfortable about their reproductive aspects? And social, right? Can you live together with a group of people without making them feel awkward, and you yourself being comfortable in their presence about your own reproductive self? So that is what the definition of reproductive health is according to WHO. Okay, so it's very important to remember, because you can get a 1-mark question for boards. What is the definition of reproductive health according to WHO? So according to World Health Organization, reproductive health means well-being in all aspects of reproduction. That is physical, are all your organs working fine? Emotional, right? Are you in a good state of mind about your reproductive self? Then behavioral, right? Is your behavior conducive? Is your behavior okay for other people to feel comfortable? And social, are you comfortable in a group of people, and are the other people comfortable around you about their reproductive self? So that is what the definition of reproductive health is according to the WHO. According to the WHO. Okay. Okay. Is this clear to everybody, beta? What is the definition of reproductive health? Is this clear to everybody? Okay. Shall I move forward then? It's clear to everybody? Okay. That is what today's class is. A very, things that you guys already know, but I'm just putting them into proper sentences so that if you get asked a question in the exam, you know how to write it. Okay. Most of the stuff you guys would already know. So next class, when I baat karunga, contraceptive methods and all, then we'll come across a lot of things which you guys might not know. But today's session for the most part would be things that you guys already know. I would be just putting them in better sentences. I would be phrasing them better so that you can present them appropriately in your board exams. Okay, I'll move forward then. So let's move forward then, beta. Okay, now let's talk about what are the problems when we talk about reproductive health. Okay, what are the problems that a country, a region faces in providing good reproductive health to its people? So the first one is overpopulation. That is the biggest problem, right? If there are a lot of people in a very small area, then it becomes difficult to impart correct knowledge and manage their reproductive health. So that is the first and foremost challenge in terms of providing good reproductive health to people. That is overpopulation. Next is one, child marriage. Child marriage is another big problem. Child marriage is another big problem because when children are married off, okay, when children are married off, then they do not know, then they're not entirely sure about how their reproductive organs work. Then they're not sure about how to raise a family, right? Even if by any chance they know how reproductive organs work, they do not know the responsibilities that come with raising a family, the pressure of raising a family, right? So that is why child marriage is another problem in terms of providing good reproductive health. Okay. Okay, Nidhi, beta, I started the class almost half an hour ago. If you have just joined now, it's your first class. It's okay, beta, no issues. Okay, now, What is the next problem? The next problem is sexually transmitted diseases. A very big problem, right? And AIDS is not the only sexually transmitted diseases. There are other diseases also. There are other diseases also, right? There are diseases like gonorrhea, syphilis, right? Then there is hepatitis C. So all these diseases also pose a very big challenge in front of reproductive health. Okay, okay. And then the last one is high maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate. Okay, now what are MMR and IMR? You guys should know the definition, because I don't think in your textbook they have provided the definition. So what exactly is maternal mortality rate? I will give you the definition. Make sure that you guys remember this. Okay, so MMR is, okay, MMR is, what is MMR? Okay, number of, so what is MMR? MMR is number of maternal deaths, that is death of the mother. Number of maternal deaths per 1 lakh live birth. That means if 1 lakh women are giving rise to children, how many of them are dying in the process of giving rise to their children, or how many of them end up dying around the same period? That is known as maternal mortality rate. Okay? If 1 lakh women are giving rise to children, how many of them end up dying? Okay, during the process of giving birth to their child. That is known as maternal mortality rate. So Chandrakala is asking how overpopulation affects reproductive health. Beta, if there are way too many people, government has only so many resources to reach out to its people. So if there are way too many people, then government cannot reach out to each and every one of them to educate them about the reproductive health. That is why overpopulation is a challenge to reproductive health. So is the definition of maternal mortality rate clear to everybody? Better give me a yes or no. Is the definition of maternal mortality rate clear to everybody? Right? That is how many women are dying while giving birth to child, that is per 1 lakh women. Per 1 lakh women. If 1 lakh women are giving birth to child, how many of them are dying? That is another very big problem, right? Then another one, what is IMR beta? So IMR is infant mortality rate. So that is number of infant deaths. Number of infant deaths per 1,000 live birth. This is very important. Per 1,000 live birth. Okay? So if 1,000 kids are being born, how many of them are dying within 1 year? How many of them are dying within 1 year? This is your infant mortality rate. This is your infant mortality rate. That if 1,000 children are being born, how many of them end up dying within 1 year? This is known as infant mortality rate. There could be multiple reasons. So Pranav is asking why do they die? So the mother could die because of some complications during pregnancy, or because she was not provided with nourishment, right, when she was pregnant. Children could die because of same reason, right? Maybe their mother was not being properly fed, so the child that is popped, that is very weak, or premature parturition. Or another reason could be, ठीक है, बच्चा तो healthy produce हो गया, but the family is poor and cannot afford to take care of the child. So in that case, also the child may die. Maybe they cannot provide for vaccination, so the child ends up dying, right? So what is its significance? But इसका significance क्या है? देखो, if the children end up dying, right, or if way too many mothers are dying, then how will you grow a family? That is why these are important. Okay, so Pritesh, to some extent you can say that. Okay, so is IMR and MMR clear to everybody? Better give me a yes or no. Is IMR and MMR clear to everybody? Pranav, yes, as you can say that the overpopulation will be less better, but it's easier to say when it's not your mother, it's not your child who's dying as a result of this, right? ठीक है, सबको समझा? So I'll move forward then. Chalo, let's move forward now. Okay, so now what are the strategies? What are the strategies that the government has adopted to ensure that everybody has good reproductive health? So the first one is family planning. The first one is what? Family planning. There are, I think, 5 to 6 methods which we'll be covering today. So the first one is family planning. Okay, when was family planning first introduced? In 1951. Very important question has been asked in NEET also. When was the first family planning program introduced? It was introduced in 1951. And why was it introduced? It was introduced to attain total reproductive health as a social goal. That is, the entire society should be reproductively healthy. Okay, so that is why family planning programs were introduced in 1951. But now they all come under one name, and that is your reproductive and child health care programs, RCH programs. Okay, so what are RCH programs? These are improved family programs covering wider reproduction related areas. Okay, so what are RCH? So what is RCH? First of all, RCH is reproductive and child health care program. And in this, all the government programs are now put under one big umbrella, and that one big umbrella is known as reproductive and child health care program. Yes, it is part of your human resource ministry. Yes, you are true. Correct, Pranav. Okay, so family planning in India was introduced in 1951, and now all plans related to family planning and reproductive health come under one big umbrella, which is your reproductive and child health care program. Okay, done. Is this clear to everybody, beta? Is this clear to everybody? Okay, yes, सबको समझा? When was family planning introduced? And now, Ashwin, first point कुछ नहीं है बेटा. First point was इतना सा है. Why was family planning introduced? Family planning was introduced so that the entire society can be reproductively healthy. Not just one person, not just one family. The entire society should be reproductively healthy, Ashwin. Okay, done? Clear? Everybody is clear with this? I'll move forward then. Chalo, let's move forward. That was the first step. What was the next step? The next step was awareness of reproduction. What was the next step? The next step was awareness of reproduction, right? You have to make the people and the families and the kids aware of reproduction, right? So for that, government came up with a lot of ideas. What were the ideas? With the help of audio visual and print media government. Okay, so they put out a lot of ads. One of those ads I have saved, which I'll be showing at the end of the class. Okay, so they came up with a lot of ads. They also came up with a lot of advertisement on the newspaper. They also released stamps like these. So this was a stamp which was released in, I think, 1987 or 81, right? So they released stamps like this, that is small family, happy family. Because back then everybody used to send letters. So har kisi ko stamp ka zarurat padta tha, right? So when they'll see this stamp, they'll be like, I should have a small family. Hum do, hamare do, right? So they came up with a lot of audio visual and print media. Then non-governmental agencies, that is NGOs, they also played a very important role, right? There are a lot of NGOs which do a lot of good work in educating people. I was also part of one such NGO when I was in my college, right? The name of my NGO was Prayas. So what I did as part of that NGO, so I went to villages near our college and I educated them about reproduction, especially teenagers, right? So the not only government but also non-governmental organizations, they also play a very important role. Okay, and they have taken various steps to create awareness among the people about reproduction related aspects, right? So what they do, so as you can see in the stamp, if somebody looks at a stamp, they'll be like, government is saying chota parivar sukhi parivar, right? So maybe I should have a small family. Then they will release very inventive ads here. Like I'll show you the ad today. Okay, the ad is very good. You guys might find it funny, but the ad is very good. And these are the kind of ads that rural people understand, right? Okay, yes, Pritish, they are promoting nuclear families, right? And NGOs also play a very important role, right? So NGOs, they come up with flyers, they organize seminars, they go to villages, they educate people, they show them, Greta, this is what a condom looks like. This is how you wear a condom, right? These are the benefits of condoms. These are oral contraceptive pills and all that stuff. At least that's what I have done, right? So it's very important that you guys, the government and the non-governmental agencies work together in spreading awareness about reproduction. So Pranav is asking, how does NGO get funds? Beta, NGO gets fund because some rich people, they have way too much money. They're like, you take some money. They get funding from other people here. You can also go and donate. I have donated some money here. I've donated like So I donate to 2 NGOs, but both those NGOs are related to planet Earth, right? Conservation of the planet. I am a big believer in that we should save planet Earth. So I donate every year some money to those NGOs. Okay. 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 Is this clear to everybody? Beta, is the second strategy clear to everybody? First strategy was family planning. Second strategy was awareness of reproduction. Okay. These two strategies are clear to everybody. Now let's move to the third one. Again, obvious stuff, nothing new here, but you should know how to put it into words. Kal ko aayega, right? Tomorrow, if you get a question, what are some of the strategies to improve reproductive health? You can mention all these points that I'm mentioning. Okay, and you'll get full marks out of full. Anyway, let's move forward then. Let's talk about the third. Sex education. Very important, right? So, what is sex education? So, sex education should be introduced in schools and it should be encouraged to provide right information to the young. And why is this necessary? To discourage children from believing in myths and having misconceptions about sex related aspects, right? So this chapter is part of sex education, where I will be telling you about what is the correct information about sex, okay, and what is the incorrect information, so that you guys are not dependent on the internet and random garbage websites for your information. Okay, so these are your, so this is your third reproductive health strategy, that is sex education. So sex education should be encouraged in school so that children have access to correct information and they do not believe in myths and misconceptions about sex. Okay, got it? Okay, so most probably at the end of this chapter, I will conduct a half-an-hour session where you guys can throw up any questions you have related to sex. It could be about your own body, about the other body, about the other gender's body also. I am all open for that. Okay, so what are the three strategies we are studying so far? Family planning. After family planning, we studied your awareness about sex. Then the third is your sex education. Myth means what? Beta, myth means myth means, how should I explain myth? Myth means something, they say, for example, I'll tell you what is a myth. I'll tell you what is a myth. So there is a myth that humans only use 10% of their brain. That is a myth. That is false. That's a false statement, false belief. Okay, so that is what a myth is. That is what a myth is, right? So myth is false belief. Hey, dhoka nahi, Pritesh. Pritesh, dhoka is betrayal, man. Okay, so what is myth? Myth is something that is not true. We use only 10% of our brain. That is a myth. We use all of our brain. Okay, okay. Pranav, we use all of our brain, beta. That is a myth. Okay, that we use only 10%. Okay, chalo. So it says that Kannada mein kya bolte se? What did he say? Somebody said mood or something. I don't know. Chalo. Anyway, so these are your first three. These are your first three. These are your first three. Okay, these are your first three family planning strategy. Now let's move to the next one. Okay, got it, yeah, got it, everybody. Okay, now let's move to the next one. What is next one? Proper information about, okay, so this is part of sex education. This is part of sex education. That is proper information about reproductive organs. So when students are being taught about sex education, what all they should be told? What all they should be told? They should be told about reproductive organs. They should be told about adolescence. What exactly is adolescence? And related changes. What are the changes that students undergo when they are going through adolescence? Then, safe and hygienic sexual practices. What are the things to keep in mind if and when they do engage in sexual practices? So that is another thing that students should be taught. What else they should be taught? They should be taught about sexually transmitted diseases, right? They should be talked about sexually transmitted diseases, that is your STDs. Then they should also be taught about AIDS. Okay, and why is this necessary? This would help people, especially in the adolescent age group, to lead a reproductively healthy life. So what all they should be taught? So first thing is why they should be taught sex education. They should be taught sex education so that they know what is the correct information about sex and they do not believe in myths and misconceptions. Now, what all they should be taught? They should be taught about reproductive organs, adolescence and the changes that come in adolescence. They should be taught about safe and hygienic sexual practices. How to engage in sex. What are the things to keep in mind to engage in sex? Okay. And then sexually transmitted diseases, and AIDS. You can obviously talk about other things also. And why is this necessary? So that they can lead a reproductive healthy life. As you can see, I have a very funny diagram. You get E in maths, ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. You get E in English, ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. You get E in reproductive sex education, there might be some adverse effect. Okay, Prajwal, Pranjal, all those things about STDs, beta, I will cover at the end. When I'll talk about those things, tab पूछना. I'm not discouraging those doubts. Right now, I do not want to deal with that. Okay, I will deal with those things later on when I'm talking about STDs. Then you can ask all the questions that you have about STDs. I have no issues about you guys asking about reproductive organs, sex, STDs and all. But I want you guys to ask them when I'm teaching that topic. Okay? Okay. Chandan, you did not understand the meaning of the picture. बेटा देखो, maths में E मिला फर्क नहीं पड़ा, English में E मिला फर्क नहीं पड़ा, sex education में E मिला. That means she did not understand sex education properly. She ended up pregnant, right, at a young age. That is what the meaning of the diagram is, Chandan. Okay, ठीक है? Okay. Shall I move forward now? So we are done with 3 strategies of reproductive health. Now let's move to the next one. The next strategy is educating young people. The next strategy is educating young people. Okay. Now, what do I mean by young people? People of my age. Okay, चलो मैं थोड़ा कम young हूँ, but ठीक है. People of my age, people who are ready to get married, they should also be educated, because the education that you guys receive should be different from the education that I should receive. The sex education that I'm imparting to you guys would be about, देखो बेटा, these are the changes that you guys will undergo, and it's okay. And these are the things you should keep in mind while engaging in sex. But the education that I'll get will be different. I'll get education about how to raise a family, what are the challenges of raising a family, and how to deal with problems of raising a family, how to treat your wife, how to treat your child, how to deal with their problems. So the education that I'll get will be different from the education that you will get, because my needs are different from yours, right? Because I have gone through all the changes that you guys are going through, so I'm okay with that. I don't need that information. Since now I'm about to get married, okay, I'm not, but if hypothetically I am, then what are the things I should know? That is what the 4th strategy covers. That is educating young people. Okay, so what should they be educated upon? So they should be, educating people, especially fertile couples and those in marriageable age group. So what all they should be educated about? They should be educated about birth control options, care of pregnant mothers, postnatal care of the mother. Postnatal care means after the birth of the baby and child, importance of breastfeeding, equal opportunities for the male and female child, and etc. So these are the few things that the young people should be educated upon, right? That is, what are the birth control measures? Condoms. What are condoms there if I do not want to use condoms? What else can I use? What are oral contraceptive pills? What is copper T? How to use them? All that should be taught. What is the next thing? How to take care of pregnant mother when the woman is pregnant. What should be given to them? What should not be given to them? Okay. How should I take care of them? If they have problems, how should I deal with them? Then how should I take care of the women as well as the child after the pregnancy is over? That also I should be taught. Then I should also be taught importance of breastfeeding, because a lot of people still ignore breastfeeding. Then after that, what else should I be taught about? I should be taught about, I should not discriminate between a male and a female child. Both of them are equal. That all should I be taught. Okay. So Pranav, doctor will only tell about the medical things, right? But the other sociological things, that is not discriminating between male and female child. How should I deal with the child of how should I deal with the problems of a child? How should I deal with the problems of wife? That all, a doctor does not share. So all these things should be told to the young people, right? As you can see, I have a poster here. Again, this poster was released by your Parivar Kalyan Vibhag Bharat Sarkar, right? So in this figure, as you can see, गर्भवती महिला में खून की कमी ना हो, स्वास्थ्य केंद्र से आयरन की गोलियां लो. ओके, आयरन की गोलियां लो. आम दिनों से अधिक भोजन कराओ और हरी सब्जियां खूब खिलाओ. So they put out these posters in villages because this is what people understand, right? They don't understand the language of Facebook, TikTok and all that stuff, right? What is breastfeeding? बेटा अरे कल ही लैक्टेशन कराया यार बेटा. What is breastfeeding? बच्चे को दूध पिलाना, right? ठीक है. चंदन ऑफ टॉपिक बेटा, जब चैप्टर खत्म हो जाएगा तब पूछना. ऑफ टॉपिक, I cannot get into that. Okay, ठीक है. So Ria is asking how can questions be asked, right? So questions can be asked, what are the reproductive health problems? उसमें बता सकते हो overpopulation, STDs, child marriage, high MMR, IMR. Then they can ask you write a short note on reproductive health strategies. So you can talk about all the things that I'm talking about right now. ठीक है. Okay. ठीक है. So Dhanush is asking who will tell young people about sex education. So beta Dhanush, there are counselors, there are family counselors who do that. Kavita is asking how is cooperative inserted. बेटा जब मैं property के बारे में बात करूंगा तब बता दूंगा. ठीक है. In competitive part बेटा, in competitive part questions from these usually do not come. Okay. They will ask you when is family planning introduced, what is the name of the program. So for that you should tell, right? It's family care and child program, RCH program. वही आता है. As I told you at the start of the class also, today's class is more about boards. Okay. Next class will be more on the competitive point of view because यहाँ से बहुत कम competitive exams में questions आते हैं. ठीक है. Okay. Yes, Raksh, it does make a difference, better. Raksh, it does make posters like these does make a difference, right? Because people listen to them. If you make them understand well, they will listen to you, right? It's all about how well can you make them understand. ठीक है. Okay. Yes, Veerbhadra. Okay, चलो आगे बढ़े then. So far so good. चलो. Now let's talk about your next one. Let's talk about your next reproductive health strategy. Okay. Now the next reproductive health strategy is awareness, and this is for everybody. And what they should be made aware of: awareness of problems due to uncontrolled population growth. So people should be told, beta, this is what will happen if there is an overpopulation problem. They should also be made aware of social evils like sex abuse and sex related crime, that is molestation, right? Child molestation, rape, and all that stuff, right? Sexual harassment. People should be made aware of that, and people of all gender, age should be made aware of that. Okay? Then this needs to be created to enable people to think and take up necessary steps to prevent them, and thereby build a socially responsible and healthy society, right? So people should be, okay, people should be made aware of the evils that exist in the society, right? Like sex abuse, rape, child molestation, discrimination, female feticide, and they should be made aware so that they can not only stop themselves but other people from committing those crimes. And as a result of that, you will bring a society that is morally responsible and takes accountability for its action. Okay? So what are the 5 key strategies that we have studied? Family planning. Okay. Then we talked about your child education. Okay. Sex education. Then we talked about education to the young people. Then we talked about awareness. What was the one more thing that we talked about? Okay. Pranav, maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible. Okay. Okay. Which poster is this poster? Other poster समझाऊंगा, उसका चिंता मत करो, right? So there are 5 key strategies that will help in bringing up a society that is reproductively healthy. That is reproductively healthy. Now, what does this poster say? This poster says that 53% of the Indian children are used to sexual abuse, or they have encountered sexual abuse at one point in their life. Right? That means if half of your friends have probably been sexually abused in one way or the other. Okay. And 52 of those are boys. So if 100 children are sexually abused, out of them 53 are boys. Okay. 53. Okay. So what does sexual abuse mean? Beta dekho, sexual abuse could mean anything, right? So let's say if you were a children, right? If you were a children, somebody touched you in, let's say, if you're a boy, somebody, let's say, touch your penis without your permission. That is sexual abuse. If, let's say, you're a girl, somebody touched your breasts or your vagina without asking your permission, that is sexual abuse. It is not always rape or kissing. That does not always mean sexual abuse. Someone touching your private parts without your permission is also sexual abuse. Right? So 53% of Indian children have encountered sexual abuse at one point or the other in their lifetime. Okay? And out of those people who have encountered, 53 of them are boys. 53% of them are boys and 47% of them are girls. Now boys must be wondering, why are boys more in number? The reason for that is because boys are more hesitant to raise up their voice, because for some reason we have this mentality that girls ke saath to hota hai and girls raise up their voice. But if a boy will raise up their voice कि मेरे साथ हुआ, then people will be like, ए झूठ बोल रहा है तू, ए क्या है, टच ही तो किया, क्या ही किया तेरे साथ, right? So that is why boys are more subjected, because boys do not raise their voice, right? So 53% of Indian children have encountered child abuse at one point or the other, okay? And in most of the cases, in half of the cases, they're abused by the people that they know, right? That is your mama, chacha, cousins and all that stuff. Okay? Who sexually abuses boys? Could be anybody here. Could be anybody, could be any of your relative, could be anybody, or could be a random stranger also. Okay, we should get this, thing out of our minds that only women or girl child can be sexually abused. Beta, there are men and boys who are raped. Okay, so it's not like only women are the ones who do it. It's just that the number is slightly smaller, so we do not make a big issue out of it. Okay, yes, Anil, I do remember. I have told one story about it. I do remember. Okay, okay. So that is why a general awareness is needed. Chalo. Now, what else is there? So there is one more. Okay, there is one more. How known person can abuse to a child? Kyun nahi beta? Maybe you trust your relative a lot, and maybe your relative does not have the same intentions as good intention. Maybe he'll come and touch you in your private parts without your permission. Okay. 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 No, Pritish. Okay. So how do boys get raped? So boys get raped when a penis is inserted in their anus. That is what you call raping a boy. That is how you rape a boy. Okay. It's girls do not rape boys, but men rape boys. Okay. Anyway, chalo, let's move forward here. I think that may come as a shock to you, but girls rarely, I'm not saying they do, but rarely rape men. Men rape men, and they rape men by inserting the penis inside the anus. Okay. Chalo. Anyway, what is the next strategy? The next strategy is research. Okay, research is very important so that you can come up with new contraceptive methods, cheaper contraceptive methods, because in India a lot of the people are poor, right? So research on various reproduction related areas are encouraged and supported by governmental and non-governmental agencies to find out new methods and to improve upon the existing ones, right? You need to do more research so that you can come up with new, better contraceptives or newer contraceptives. An example, this is important from NEET here. This is important for NEET because ये NEET में पूछा जा चुका है. Saheli. Okay, so Saheli is an oral contraceptive which women take, right? And it was developed by CDRI, that is Central Drug Research Institute, which is in Lucknow, India. This question has been asked in NEET before, right? Who developed Saheli? Or CDRI Lucknow developed what? So they developed Saheli, which is an oral contraceptive method, oral contraceptive method. Okay. Dhanush, no, that is a very wrong statement, beta. You should never ever say that. Okay. What does Saheli contain? So Saheli obviously contains hormones. And what Saheli does is, okay, it's an oral contraceptive pill which you have to take once a week, and it prevents pregnancy. Okay. Yes. So now the oral contraceptive pills that are out there, okay, they have very less side effects. Thode se hote hain, and that too in some cases, not to all the women. And there are very few side effects, even in those women which do show side effects. Okay. Does buying of oral pill require prescription? No. First of all, you can buy them without prescription also. Okay. Because oral contraceptive pills are not the same as medicines here. Okay, you cannot buy a pill for abortion, but you can buy an oral contraceptive pill. Okay, you can easily go to a medical store and can tell them, I need an oral contraceptive pill, and they'll give it to you. Okay. Yes, Vijay Lakshmi, you're on the right track. Your logic is correct. Okay, I'll move forward then. So only sexually active girls take it. Yes, Sahana. Okay, and type girls, man. What is gals? Okay, no, Kirtan, how can it be misused here? Like, first of all, teenagers cannot go and buy. Okay, because sex below the age of 18 is prohibited in India. So if you are under 18 and you go to buy a prescription or contraceptive pill, technically they should ask for your identity card first. And if you are under 18, they will not give you. They will not give it to you. How it is used? Narottam, you eat it, man, once a week, and it prevents pregnancy by preventing the release of egg or by degrading the egg as soon as it is released. Or in some cases, they make sure that the endometrial layer is not suitable for implantation. There are multiple ways for it to work. Okay? Chalo, aage badhe then. So those were the strategies. So we studied 6 strategies. Make sure that you remember them. Make sure that you remember them. Make sure that you remember them. No, Riya, no. Okay. No, Sakshi, does not affect menstrual cycle. It does not affect menstrual cycle. Are there no pills for boys? What do you want pill for, man? Boys, why do boys need pill? Right? Girls have pills so that they can avoid pregnancy, because girls are the ones that get pregnant. Boys do not get pregnant. So why do boys need pill? Okay. Beta, but Dhanush, child marriages against the law. Child marriages against the law. Okay. Chalo. Now the next topic that we have is population explosion. Population explosion. Uspe bhi 1 mark ka question aa sakta hai. What is population explosion, right? So for the first thing, you should know what is population. What is population? Okay. Population is defined as total number of in 1 minute. The meeting will close, then I'll restart again. Just give me a minute. Okay, give me a minute. One second, guys. 1 second. My power is gone. That's why you cannot see my screen. Just give me a minute. Okay. No. This class is not over, man. My power is gone. That's why you cannot. See my screen. 1 second. aa jayega. Okay. Can you guys see my screen better? Can you guys see my screen? Just give me a yes or no. Can you guys see the screen better? No, you cannot. Okay, you guys cannot see my screen, kya? Okay. 1 second, beta. Let me just figure it out how to get this correct. Okay. Okay, now people can see here. What the hell? Ab maine disconnect kar diya. Now you guys can see. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, let me just reconnect. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now, wait. Give me a minute, man. Give me a minute. Okay. Now you guys should be able to see, right? Okay. Now everybody can see. That's great. Chalo. So now everybody can see, right? Chalo. Okay. So what is population, beta? Population is defined as total number of individuals or species present in a particular area at a given time. So what is population explosion? Okay. Population explosion is rapid. Okay. Population explosion is what happened here. Okay. 1 second. My pencil has. Okay. So what is population explosion, beta? So population explosion is increase in population over a rapidly short period, and that is known as population explosion. So what is population? If in a given area at a given amount of time, the number of people of a species, that is population. What is population explosion? Then in a very small period of time, when it's in a very small period of time, the population rapidly increases. That is population explosion. And population explosion is a very big problem. Okay, it is a very big problem. Okay. Now, why is it a big problem? Okay. Now, if you look at The world population was around 2 billion in 1900. But within 100 years, okay, Chandan, I do not have the answer to your question. It's not relevant to the subject right now. Okay, what is the, if I have to guess, I would say Tokyo, but I am not sure. Okay, now, world population was 2 billion in 100 years ago. But within 100 years, we tripled to 6 billion. Within 100 years, we tripled to 6 billion. And the same thing happened in India also. Indian population was approximately 350 million at the time of our independence, but it crossed 1 billion in May 2000. So as you can see, in 53 years, we almost tripled in population, right? And what does that mean? The population is 6 billion, now it's 7 billion actually, and the Indian population is 1 billion. Uska matlab kya hua? Every sixth person in the world is an Indian. So if you make 6 people stand in a row, there's a very high chance one of them is an Indian, right? That is what the last statement means, right? So at the turn of the century, at the turn of the 20th century, the population was 2 billion of the world. Then at the start of the 21st century, the population became 6 billion. Indian population at the stage of independence was 350, and in 53 years, we'll almost tripled our population to 1 billion, right? And every sixth person in the world is an Indian. Okay, you pick 6 people, out of those 1 people will definitely be an Indian. Okay, chalo. Now let's talk about, okay, so why is this a problem? Okay, so according to 2001 census report, our population growth was around 1.7%. okay, that is our population was is increasing at the rate of 1.7%. At the rate of 1.7%, that means for every 1,000 people, we are adding 17 extra people. Okay. So, and at this rate, our population could double in 33 years. At this rate, our population could double in 33 years, which is a very big problem. Why is this a problem? Because it can lead to absolute scarcity of even the basic requirements like food, shelter, and clothing. Despite the fact that we have made so much progress in those areas, right? So the current growth rate is 1.7%. This is something you guys need to remember from the NEET perspective. And in roughly 33 years, our population will double. And the problem with this is that we will run out of basic necessities like food, shelter, and clothing. And there will be fights. There will be war over this. Okay, because we have the 6th biggest land, but we have the 2nd most number of people, which is a very big problem, right? Like there are countries like China and Russia who have huge area. Russia itna bada hai yaar. They have like 1/3 of our population, even less than that, I think, right? So that is why we need to keep population in check. Okay, इसीलिए हम दो हमारे दो, मैं तो बोलूंगा कि तुम लोगों की जब बारी आएगी तो हम दो हमारा एक कर लेना. Sakshi, the third point is, if the population is way too much, तब बेटा खाने के लिए प्रॉब्लम होगा, because food is limited. यार Thanos का प्लान नहीं पता क्या? What was Thanos' plan? That the number of resources are limited. There's only so much wheat you can grow. There's only so much rice you can grow. But the population will keep on increasing. So क्या होगा? Prices of this will go up. If prices of this will go up, that means a lot of poor people will be out of access for these things. Then what will they do? 2 things will happen. They will either die or they will start a war or a riot, right? And then even rich people ka bhi problem ho jayega, right? So that is why it's very important. To make sure that we keep our population in check. Okay? Is this clear to everybody, beta? Give me a yes or no. Is this clear to everybody? Just give me a quick yes or no, beta. Is this clear to everybody? Just give me a quick yes or no. Okay? And what are the probable reasons? Why is the population increasing so rapidly in India? First is rapid decline in death rate. अब भाई हमारे health facility improve हो गए, so obviously now people are living for longer. If people are living for longer, that means the population will increase. What is second? Rapid decline in maternal mortality rate. Now fewer women are dying while giving birth to young ones. So that means now more women are available, women are people, so population is increasing. Third is rapid decline in IMR. There are fewer kids dying while being born. So that means there are more kids now. More kids mean more population. And the last one is increase in the number of people of reproducible age. So you guys might have seen this, that India has some of the youngest population, right? So if there are more number of people in the age group of 18 to 40, that means they are capable of reproduction. If they are capable of reproduction, they are definitely going to reproduce. So the more number of people you have in the reproduction age, the higher chances of you having a higher population. Okay? Is this clear to everybody, beta? So you can get this question. What are the reasons for population explosion? Charo point likh dena, you will get 2 or 3 marks, whatever number marks the question will carry. Okay? Is this clear to everybody, beta? Give me a yes or no. Is this clear to everybody? Okay, what is population explosion? What are the reasons for population explosion? And why is population explosion a problem? 3 point clear hai sabko? Okay? Now, with that, we end the class. Kahin jana mat beta, I have that video for you. I'll show you that video. Okay, and then you guys can go. Okay, then you guys can go. Let me just show you that video. Then you guys can go. Okay. What is MMR? Rohit, मैं अभी बताया था MMR क्या है बेटा? MMR is your maternal mortality rate. How many women are dying? Okay, चल एक काम करो बेटा, feedback दे दो. Okay, give me a quick feedback, then I'll show you the video. Okay, then I'll show you the video. Just give me a quick feedback. Okay, so I hope that of all the classes, this class you guys should absolutely love. Yeah, nobody should say no in this one. Yeah, game bhi khila diya ab to. Okay, anyway. So wow, there is always that one person, man. There are always that one person who always screws my review up. Anyway, okay. So it seems like most of you like the class. Okay, okay. So now let's watch that video. Okay, actually in this chapter I'll be showing you guys a lot of videos. Okay, because this chapter is relatable and you guys should learn a lot of stuff which your other teachers might not mention. And I take pride in the fact that you know, I do not hesitate in teaching students about all these uncomfortable topics. Anyway, dekhte hai beta. Okay, chalo, let's see that video then. Okay, let me just share my screen. Okay, can you guys see this screen, beta? Can you guys see the screen? Just give me a quick yes or no. Can you guys see the screen? Screen dikh raha hai sabko? Okay, you guys can see the screen, right? Okay, chalo. Just tell me if you can hear the audio or not. Okay, audio will start playing in 5 or 6 seconds. Okay, the title of the ad is Sahi Waqt Pe. Okay, the title of the ad is Sahi Waqt Pe. Okay, chalo, let's see. Okay, you guys could hear the audio, kya? You guys could hear the audio? You guys could hear the audio, right? Okay, you guys could hear the audio, right? Okay, chalo. Yeah, you guys can hear the audio, right? Chalo, फिर ठीक है, मैं starting से start करता हूँ. I just wanted to make sure that you guys can see the audio and see the video and hear the audio. Chalo, let's see. Okay, I'll show you one ad like this every day. It's funny also, but it's good also. Okay, maybe you can show these ads to villagers. They will understand it very well.
फिर सो रहा है. हर चीज का एक सही वक्त होता है दोस्त. अच्छा, सूरज उगता है, बोलो, सही वक्त पे, और ये आम पकता है.
So what was that ad trying to get across? It was trying to get across that everything has a correct time. Okay, and the second child should be after 3 years. Second child should be after 3 years of the first one. So आज से हमारा motto क्या रहेगा? सही वक्त पे. Okay, so whenever somebody says anything, okay, you say that सही वक्त पे. Okay, so on that note, I will end the class. Okay, and remember our motto of the batch is सही वक्त पे. Okay, NEET कब clear होगा? सही वक्त पे. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, and we will use that as a motto for our batch. Okay, okay, chalo. So I'll end the class now. Thank you very much for your patience. I'll see you guys on Tuesday or Wednesday. Please take care, everybody. Class कब खत्म हुई? सही वक्त पे. Okay, ठीक है, चलो. So I'll see you guys next time. Please take care, everybody. Bye bye.